They're part of being an adjuster. We all have to do them because honestly and truthfully, some things just aren't covered by the policy. But there is a silver lining. When something's not covered, learn how to deny a claim with class and keep a high customer service rating at adjustertv.com. Thankfully, as CAT property adjusters, most kinds of claims that we handled are covered. Hail, wind, fire, but bring up water claims, and that's when things start to go sideways. There are so many different kinds of policies with so many different kinds of coverages, but one thing that they all have in common is that water is almost universally excluded under those policies. And for CAT adjusters, we're primarily talking about surface water and seepage. How do we stand in an insured's newly remodeled basement that's been newly ruined by water that poured through cracks in their foundation from heavy rains? And even worse than that, how do we deny that claim when the insured has a special endorsement on their policy that's supposed to give them coverage for water in their basement? Well, first things first, rapport. We have to develop a congenial relationship with the insured right off the bat. We make small talk, we compliment their home decor, in short, anything that we normally do on a claim. Secondly, we investigate the heck out of that claim. We look for any possibility that there could be coverage for this damage. Is the insured positive that the water came from the wall and not from another place that could be covered? Is it possible that it could have come from the roof? Is there a broken appliance in the basement that just coincidentally happened to break during the storm? Really dig in and look for other possibilities. You cannot lie and say that the water came from a source that it didn't, but you absolutely have to confirm the source of the water before you make a coverage decision. Many times the insured won't even go down into the basement when it's full of water, so they really don't have any idea where the water came from. They just know that they have a crack in their foundation on one wall that occasionally gets damp when it rains, and so they assume that that's where the water came from when they didn't actually see water come out of it. So you have to be sure of the source. And finally, we have to call upon our good friend empathy, and we have to kind of give a little bit. So if there's no doubt about it, and I have to say no to a little old lady or a pro MMA fighter, here's what I say. Well, unfortunately, there isn't any coverage for water damage of this kind. I truly wish that there was something that we could do for you on this claim. If you have a contractor come out to the house and he finds a different source of water that he thinks might be covered, please call me back immediately. Short of that, what I'm going to do is write you an estimate based on the damages that we can see here, and you can use that when you're dealing with contractors, or if you decide to do the work yourself, you can use it as a guide or reference. Also, I want you to keep a record of absolutely everything that you do down here for your cleanup and for the restoration of your basement. Keep every receipt for any cleaning supplies that you buy, and keep a log of all the people who do any work down in your basement. Keep track of their names, what days they worked, and how many hours those days they worked and what they did. That way, when tax time rolls around, you can take that information to your tax preparer, and there may be a possibility that you could have part of an unreimbursed claim deducted from your taxes. But you have to talk to a professional tax person on that. I know it's a little consolation right now, but it may be something that helps you out at the end of the year. Again, I'm so sorry there's nothing I can do for you. Keep your eye on the mail, because we'll be sending you a letter that states that we can extend coverage for your claim, and it also will show the relevant policy language explaining why, because in case FEMA does something, they'll need to see a copy of a denial letter before they can release any emergency funds to you. And please, if anything comes up or if you have any questions at any time, please call me. So that's how I do it, and that's how I maintain high customer service ratings on CWPs. So to recap, number one, we establish rapport. We're a nice, friendly person who cares, right? Number two, we spend a lot of extra time investigating the claim because we want to be absolutely certain where the water came from before we make a coverage decision. Number three, we summon up a hearty helping of empathy and we break the news to them gently. And number four, we gave them a few things that could actually help them instead of just saying, nope, see ya. Okay, CAT adjusters, thank you so much for watching. Please check out these videos for more information, 4 things you must do before you deploy, and what can you earn as a CAT adjuster in 2018, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much and have a great storm. Look at the camera. Hey, psst. Who's there? Is there somebody there?